A quick guide when NRI sells property in India. Hi friends, I'm C. Ushma Jain. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are having a great day. I am here with another video where we will discuss the practical aspect of taxation in India when property is sold by NRI seller and bought by resident Indian. I have already made a detailed video earlier on this topic, but this one will serve as a quick reference guide for you. I have included all the key points that my clients frequently ask me about. So buying a property from an NRI seller is not same as buying from a resident seller. So let's discuss tax process when an NRI sells property to a resident buyer. So whenever a property is sold, the buyer must deduct TDS, which is also known as withholding tax. This TDS is deducted on sale consideration, not on the capital gain. Let's understand it by an example. If the sale price is 40 lakhs and TDS rate is 13%, then buyer will deduct 13% of this 40 lakhs, that is 5 lakh 20,000, and the remaining rupees 34 lakh 80,000 will be paid to the seller. The TDS deducted must be deposited by the buyer to income tax department, and he should issue a TDS challan to the seller. At the end of the quarter, the buyer files a TDS return and gives a TDS certificate, that is Form 16A, to the seller. And from seller's perspective, what he needs to do, he has to file his income tax return after the end of financial year on the basis of actual capital gain, and he can claim a refund of extra TDS deducted. Now let me give you few more important details. If the seller is an NRI, the buyer must obtain a TAN number, which usually takes about a week to receive via email. TDS compliance is buyer's responsibility, and failure to comply can lead to notice from the department. TDS must be deposited by the buyer using TAN login on the income tax portal. The TDS challan will not reflect the seller's name or PAN. The buyer needs to file a TDS return after the quarter ends to link the seller's PAN with the challan. There are heavy penalties for non-compliance. For NRI sellers, TDS is deducted on the entire sale value regardless of whether there is a profit or not. The TDS return is filed using Form 27Q. After 23rd July 2024, there is a change in TDS rates applicable for NRI sellers. Current TDS rates are: when sale consideration is between 0 to 50 lakhs, TDS rate is 13%. When sale consideration is between 50 lakhs to 1 CR, TDS rate is 14.3%. And when sale consideration is more than 1 CR, TDS rate is 14.95%. NRI sellers can claim a refund of extra TDS by filing their income tax return based on actual capital gains. Indexation benefit is no longer available to NRIs under the new tax rules, which is major setback. But that's the law now, and we have to plan accordingly. If the property is inherited or purchased before 1st April 2001, the seller can get a valuation done as on 1st April 2001 by a certified valuer. It can raise the purchase cost and lower the capital gains. If the NRI seller wants TDS to be deducted based on actual capital gain, they can apply for a lower TDS certificate, that is Form 13. It's a bit of lengthy process, so both parties should plan and allow some time. TDS must be deducted by each buyer for each seller separately. If the buyer intends to take a loan, TDS compliance should be planned accordingly, because some banks requires the TDS challan before dispersing the loan. So it is advisable to check with the bank in advance regarding their documentation requirements. So I have tried to answer all the common questions in this video, but if you still have any question, please feel free to reach out. If you like me to make a video on any specific topic, do let me know. I'll see you in the next video with more practical tips for NRI taxation. Till then, take care. Bye.